Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. If you love a splash of color or lots of color in your decks, keep watching as I spin the color wheel and show you my rainbow decks. Taste the rainbow. This video is a VR to Meadowlark Mystic, who created this super fun hashtag called Rainbow Decks, where you show off decks in your collection that best represent the colors of the rainbow. So when I saw this hashtag, I knew I had to do it. First up is red, and I chose the Santa Muerte Tarot. I chose this deck not only because of this gorgeous, beautiful red box and the backings of the cards, but I also chose this deck because for some reason this deck really screams red to me. The energy of this deck just screams red to me. I don't know why. This deck does follow the RWS system. However, it does go in its own direction with the card meetings and some of the illustrations. So it is a very interesting deck. I don't use this very often, and I feel guilty for doing that, but I will definitely be sure to use this deck more often because I'm very interested in learning more about this deck and everything that it entails. But it is a very gorgeous and detailed deck, and it just screams red to me. I'm not sure why. I do have another deck in my collection that is more red than this, but I tried to stick strictly to tarot cards. But you don't have to stick to tarot cards. You can do also oracle cards, but I definitely wanted to stick to tarot. Next up is orange, and without a doubt, the best orange deck I have in my collection is the Halloween Tarot. This is one of my all-time favorites, not only because it is Halloween themed, and if you know me, you know Halloween is my thing. These are the gorgeous backings, and this deck follows the RWS system, and the illustrations are just perfect. They are very Halloween themed, obviously. It is just a gorgeous deck, and it is so fun to read. It's kind of sassy, it's fun, it's cute, and this is one of the decks that I bought early in my tarot journey because of, it's Halloween themed. I had to have it, and I'm so glad I got this. This is the full size version, and I also have the mini version. This deck is just, it's phenomenal. And orange, when I think of orange, I think of Halloween, and this is hands down my deck in the orange spectrum. So the next color is yellow, and the only yellowish deck that I have, and it's not even really a tarot deck per se, I call it more of a spoof, if you will. It is the Food Fortunes deck, which is basically a deck you use to help you pick out what you're going to have for dinner. But the thing is, though, this deck follows the tarot keywords. It has like the ace, the king, the queen, the page, all of that, and it's just, for some reason, this is the only deck that is yellow to me. I mean, almost every card has yellow, even though the backs are blue, and the box is yellow as well. So, I mean, I guess you can technically call this cheating, but yeah, it's a tarot spoof, if you will. I don't read with this often. It's more of a novelty play deck. It doesn't take itself seriously, obviously, with the holy one, which is like a cream cheese and bagel. But yeah, so this would be my contender for yellow. Next color is green, which is my favorite, and without a doubt, I had to choose the Light Seers Tarot. This deck is a surprise to me. I didn't think I would enjoy it as much as I do, but here we are. The backs are green. This deck is gorgeous. It is very diverse. It is an RWS clone, but it has its own little thing going on, and it definitely has a personality and charm. I guess the devil didn't want to be, in the camera for too long. But this deck is just gorgeous, and I love the backings, and I love the bright colors. I love the diversity, and I just had to choose this for green. So for Indigo, I chose the Everyday Witch Tarot. This is one of my all-time favorite decks. If you follow me on this channel, you know that this is one of my most used and most prized decks, and it's for good reason. The backs of the cards are gorgeous, has the witch hat and the broom and the cat, but this deck is just gorgeous. It is very expressive, it has a personality to it, and it has that witchy, Halloweeny kind of, autumn vibe to it, which I love. It's very easy to read. It follows the RWS system. It has lots of color, lots of personality, and it's one of like the best decks I have in my collection. Last but not least is Violet, and this is my most recently acquired deck. This deck was gifted to me by Sal over at the Mystic Leo. He had bought this for my birthday, and I am so appreciative of this. It is the Affirmator's Tarot. It is an animal-based deck. I love the box, and I love that it says on the side, wiser than friends, cheaper than therapy. And it's just a gorgeous deck. And I had to choose it for this color because of the backings. And it has like that gold metallic finish. And the cardstock is linen, which I've never had this before. And it's mind blowing. But what I really love about this deck is that it is very charming and it has a personality. It takes some of the scary cards and just flips it, and it makes it not so frightening to read. I mean, it's still going to pack a punch that tarot is known for, but it is a very cute deck, and it's going to get its point across with all of these, adorable creatures, and it's just a blast to read. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments below what picks you would choose for each color, and I will also link Meadowlark Mystic's original video in the description box below. Thanks again for watching, and I will see you in my next video.